The freshman class that we have in the House Republicans are fantastic, and one of the bright young stars we have is a gentleman by the name of Mike Unes from East Peoria, and he joins us today. And Mike, one of the issues that I've worked on since I've been here, I think, is budget issues and spending issues. And I came up with something last year that I called the fiscal charter, which basically did something that it institutionalized spending restraint. And what I mean by that is it makes it harder for Springfield to spend your money. If you send a dime, if you send a nickel there, they'll spend a dime, that type of thing. So as long as people can introduce bills without worrying about how to pay for them, it's just going to be way too easy to spend your money. So I had this charter. I talked to the governor. I talked to people on the speaker's staff. Nothing ever happened. And then along comes Mike Unes this year, and tell us about your bill. Tell it what's the status of the bill, what it does.
Thank you very much, Jim. And along those same lines, the bill that you're referring to, it's the concept is pay-as-you-go budgeting. It's not a new concept, and it's not a difficult concept. It's pretty much just very common sense that says that with all the programs we have on the books right now where we can't afford, so many times a legislator will come up with a new idea and maybe look good at the expense of the taxpayers, but look good at the special interests that are trying to come before them. So with all the programs we have on the books, my bill, Pay-As-You-Go Budgeting, says that if a new public act is introduced that's going to create new spending, that before appropriations can be made on that new spending, you have to come up with a way to pay for it. And I really like that because it's not unlike what you or I do in our own household budget. It basically says that if we want to go out and buy something in our household budgets, we have to first, number one, find out how much is it going to cost, and number two, how are we going to pay for it? And when I talk to people back home in the district and they, I explain the bill to them and they say that's great, and then the next question they look at me and they say, you mean you're not doing that already? And surprisingly enough, no, we're not. So
it is amazing, and the concept of teaming in the expenditure or the cut, bringing them in together is something that, like you said, people just assume that you're doing. And if there's anything that we can do that's going to improve this process, it is to make sure that what's going out matches up with what's coming in. And we've had a lost decade, where we didn't do that. So tell us about the status of the bill. Where is it? What's
Absolutely.
happening with
it? Well, it passed out of committee, which I was thrilled to be able to get it out of the committee. As I said, it's not a new concept. It's one that's been tried before and has failed miserably. 1 year did not even get out of committee. 1 year did get out of committee but failed on the House. So I'm very excited that we got it out of committee. I did take it to the House floor. It passed on the House floor and is now in the Senate.
And who's carrying it in the Senate, do you know?
The Democrat senator from my district, Senator Dave Kaler, has pledged his support to it. I can't remember exactly who has sponsored it, but he has pledged his support. So, I'm hopeful with that bipartisan support that we'll be able to get it out of the Senate and onto the governor.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing the bill, and good luck.
Well, thank you very much.